if you've seen a sport on TV, you should know that, no, women and men should not be competing together in sports. Welcome back. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get right to it. First topic, the BLM Plaza Mural in Washington, D.C. is officially getting dismantled. Go ahead, take a look at the clip. It's just great to see, we got to completely eliminate everything from the COVID BLM era because it was just all so fake, right? The BLM movement, it might have been real for like a couple days after the whole Derek Chauvin, George Floyd thing. It was real for about a couple days. And then once it became just insanely politicized to the point where you can't even say all lives matter. Do you remember back in the day when people were getting fired for saying that, oh, no, all lives matter. Isn't that what makes sense? And, oh, no, you can't say that. You're a racist. You're a racist. Like, where did that even come to be, right? That if you say all lives matter, now you're a racist. You see how they could just make things up and move the goalposts, right? Like, you can't say all lives matter anymore. You can only say Black Lives Matter, because we have moved the goalposts of what racism is. Like every other couple years, the goalposts get moved by the libs because they just need to make it more radical and more radical. And now hopefully we're getting away from all this crap. See, this removal of the BLM Plaza mural, this is just a step forward, right? Of getting rid of all that crap that was just thrust upon us in 2020 and the whole COVID era. The BLM is a product, I believe, of the COVID era. And everybody trying to pretend like, remember how stupid it was, how, oh yeah, no, you can't even go outside your house because of COVID, but, the BLM protesters, they're free to protest. COVID doesn't go on to protesters, and everybody trying to claim, oh, these were, peaceful protests. Listen, I had 3 buildings burnt down right down the street from where I live. I'll post a picture of the buildings that I took. I took this picture. But yeah, it's good to see that we're finally moving on from this crap, and just any sort of these organizations or movements, nobody's buying that crap anymore. And it's good to see. It's good to see. But all right, let's get to the next topic. The View's Whoopi Goldberg, she's at it again. She's another just terrible take on women's sports and men in women's sports. Go ahead, take a look at the clip.
When you come in and you say, oh, these are men, competing against women, you're assuming that the women are weak and just can't do anything except be here. Have you seen female athletes? They know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure what's going on or why this is an issue.
Now, wasn't it hilarious how even that Mulvaney fella couldn't help but laugh when she was making those claims? You see, here's the thing about men and women's sports. And well, first of all, her claim of, oh, women are very strong and they're good and, whatever the hell she's claiming there. Yeah, even Serena Williams told, I forget who it was. It might have been like David Letterman or somebody that, yeah, I can't even compete against like a college player, the college player would just completely destroy me. So at least Serena, was at least honest in that situation. You get people like the Megan Rapinos out there who want to pretend, right? And they don't mind destroying women's sports. But see, here's the thing though about the whole, trans and women's sports. People don't realize, nobody talks about how the men's division is the open division, right? So if everything that Whoopi was claiming was true, like women are strong and they're great, we would be seeing a lot more women competing in the men's leagues. Like the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, those are all open divisions. Those aren't men's leagues. If there's a woman good enough to play in the NFL, she's getting the job, okay? If you're a murderer and you're good enough to play in the NFL, you're probably getting the job. Aaron Hernandez, if he would have got off, he would have been playing, But, I guess you can only not be a racist if you want to work in the NFL. If that, that's the Gruden. Gruden got screwed. But yeah, so men's leagues, they're all open divisions. They take all comers. So why don't we see more women participating? It's because there's a levels to this game, right? You know, so it's just the people who make this claim, oh, no, women, they're strong and they're great too. They know absolutely nothing about sports. I mean, I doubt Whoopi's ever played a sport, but if you've seen a sport on TV, you should know that, no, women and men should not be competing together in sports, all right? Chess, whatever. Pool, whatever. You know, I mean, I don't even know what the numbers are or who's better at that, but yeah. In sports, we've already seen it, you know. We have an open division, the men's division, and women rarely compete. You get the Annika Sorenstam's and the Michelle Wees in golf, but that's about it, right? That's about it. But all right, let's get to the next topic. Elon is claiming the cyber attack on X came from Ukraine. Go ahead, take a look at the clip.
Another thing, everyone's attacking you for your position. What are you doing in the government? There was a cyber attack on X today, which shut it down and may have been foreign sourced.
Yes.
It's a big story. You want to give us a moment on that?
Well, we're not sure exactly what happened, but there was a massive cyber attack to try to bring down the X system with IP addresses originating in the Ukraine area.
Oh, well, so that's your suspicion. Is the website, is the internet up? Is it up yet?
It's up, yeah.
It's up yet. Okay, good. But I just was looking back. Let me just see if I get this right.
Yeah, it's a little weird it came from Ukraine, you know. I mean, I don't know what the whole... Obviously, Ukraine probably hates Elon right now because he's stripping back all our spending, and we all know Ukraine, there's insane spending on Ukraine. But yeah, the whole Elon hate has got to stop, you know, folks. I mean, what are we doing? What are these people doing? The guy is just saving people money and making the government great and just efficient and non-corrupt. Anybody who's like for this whole corrupt movement of, oh no, you can't take away USAID. I mean, that's helping people. You know, it's not. It's just wasting money. And these government employees that can't even be bothered to write a fucking email, you know, are you kidding me, folks? Yeah, get the hell out, dude. If you can't write an email, get the hell out. Because see, if you ran a business and somebody would told you, no, I can't write an email that, you know, 5 things I did, you would say, you're fired. You know, you're never working here ever again because obviously you can't do the job if you can't write a simple email, folks. But that's just how these people are, you know. Elon is just the guy to hate right now. It's the left-wing thing. And, you know, when the left wing has a thing, they're just complete zealots for it, you know. Whether it be hating Elon or men and women's sports, they just have no clue, and it's just straightforward. That's the thing. But all right, let's get to the next topic. A Santa Ana, California teacher was laid off. Go ahead, take a look at the clip.
All right, it's official. I am being laid off. Just received my preliminary reduction in force notice that I am, what's the word? Notice of recommendation not to reemploy for 2025-2026. You are receiving this notice either because you serve in a particular kind of service that is being reduced or eliminated. So, can someone please just explain to me how the teacher of the year gets laid off? And yes, I am upset. But I think I'm so angry right now that it's going to take me some time to sift through these emotions. I love my students. I always will. That's it.
So you want to know how the teacher of the year last year gets laid off? Well, here's the thing. Ever since Trump came in and is now making education great again and school great again, people realize that, oh, we can't be pulling this pride crap anymore. Because see, last year when you won the Teacher of the Year award, everybody in these schools was pretending like, oh yeah, you're doing so great. You run the Pride Club and, you know, you're helping so many kids find their new gender and you're getting them on the path to gender reassignment surgery and hormone replacement therapy. You're just saving the world with your pride flags and your buttons and, you know, just everything you do. You're the greatest. Oh, but see, now Trump comes along and says, yeah, we're not doing that to our kids anymore. We're getting back to reading, writing, and arithmetic, right? We're not just using school as some place to just make our kids trans, right? That's basically what that teacher's doing, right? So once the administration is like, oh, geez, they're not messing around anymore, well, everybody better fall in line because we're going to lose our funding if we don't. Teachers like that, they hate Trump so much, and they have such terrible TDS that they're not stopping what they're doing, and then you get laid off. Because what is the administration supposed to do? Are they going to side with you, who, wants to continue the Pride Club and put your trans flags up in your class and, tell kids that they can be women or boys can be girls? Or is the administration supposed to say, well, we need our funding, obviously, and this person's, threatening our funding with their pride flags and their, Pride Club? Yeah, I think the administration's going to cut your ass and just go with the side of, we need our funding, right? It's pretty easy cut if you ask me, especially after you hate Trump so much. It's obvious that you're not going to comply, and you're going to see a lot more of this type of stuff. These teachers that will not comply and they just will do anything to, have the trans movement go forward in the schools. But it's good to see that these types of things are happening. Schools aren't faking it anymore. As you can see, that the teacher of the year has now been laid off. It's good to see. But all right, that's it for today. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll be seeing you